Okay, this month's tip of the month is when to buy and hold. Now, I get lots of questions about real estate investing from my students and from other people. And some people will come to me and say, do you think it's a good idea to buy a property now? What do you think is going to happen in the future? Well, of course, nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. That's kind of like saying, is the stock market going to go up or is it going to go down? We don't know that. But what we do know is that certain conditions create certain opportunities. And over the years, I've been investing in real estate for a number of years, started in the early 70s. And over those years, I've listened to a lot of cassette tapes and a lot of CDs and heard a lot of gurus. And based on the things that I've realized in my real estate business and what I've heard, I think the conditions for buying and holding are when these things are present. When interest rates are low. Are interest rates low right now?
Yes.
I think they are. When banks are not lending, do you think it's easy or hard? Is it easy or hard to get a bank loan right now?
Hard.
Okay, well then that's a good sign. When prices of real estate are low, when prices of real estate have dropped and they haven't started to come back up yet, that's a time to buy and hold. Does that sound familiar? What about this? When rent rates are high, when rents are high, prices are low. When inventory is high, when inventory is high, there's a lot of houses on the market, but it started to come down. Does that sound familiar? It should.
Yes.
And this one is really a good one. When inflation is on the horizon, when the government has just raised the spending ceiling, and when they're printing money to try to pay off the national debt, and what does that lead to? Well, we're going to have inflation. That's a good time to buy and hold because you're going to be paying the money back that you borrowed with deflated dollars. When builders have started to build again. Now, if you listen to the radio and TV, they'll always tell you, well, builders are starting to build again. When that happens, then you know that's a good time to not sell any of your property, but to hold it. Now, when all of these conditions are happening at once, then that gives you a pretty good indication that if you have some property, now would not be the time to sell the property, but if you could just hold it for a little while, and these things start to change, the property values are going to start to go up, and the value of a dollar is going to start to go down. And when those two things happen, you'll really be happy that you purchased that real estate and held it for a time, and that's the tip for this month. Thank you.